Yeah, Roger, Dan. W7KMV via air scatter, K7EME. All right, I just started the live stream there, Dan. How copy? Over, over.
Okay, Doug. Yes, I copy. It's weak right now, but I copy. And on the YouTube, I heard my own whistle. On the YouTube, I heard my own whistle. Over, over.
Okay, terrific. Are you on my feed or Chuck's?
It's got to be on yours, Doug. I haven't started yet.
Yeah, okay. All right, Dan, I'll be standing by. That plane looks like it. Yeah, I'm going to be losing you in a minute here.
Okay, well, I'm still hearing you, but not very strongly, not very strong. And doesn't look like anything else coming up soon. Over.
Okay, well, I've got you at S3 now, so, okay, I wonder if you're listening to the feed, how does the audio sound? Does it seem like I'm okay? Do I need more or less?
I've got him, Doug.
It sounded pretty good. I actually heard my whistle coming through that. But right now the feed is quiet. Over.
Okay, excellent. And Chuck is in here. He's got you now, and you're coming up to S5, so you're actually building. So that's great. I'll put it over to Chuck. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, okay. W7KMV, NJ6D, November, Juliet 6, Delta. How copy, Den?
Not so well, Chuck. Not so well. Just barely hearing you right now. Just barely copying.
Yeah, Roger, Dan. You took a dive. You went way down as well, so we'll have to wait for another airplane, NJ6D.
Yeah, Roger, Dan. We'll wait for another plane. Sounds good. Okay, so just to get things going here, this is, those of you who are listening or will be listening, this is the initial YouTube broadcast for the Sunday morning SWOT net here in Arizona, and we are live from K7EME. So we're going to do this. So when Chuck is off in Chile next week, we still have the audio feed. So you guys will be able to hear it as I hear stations on my antennas here. So with that, I don't think we need to do anything else. I'm going to keep everything aimed over toward Den there. Let's see if any. We'll begin the early check-in process here a little bit early. So Vince, K7VNE, are you going to be able to stick around?
I know that there's someone at the in and out. They got some new solar security lights on before the sun starts making me sweat. But what's your address for that live feed?
Okay, for this live feed, it's just do a search for right now. We'll work on this later. It's a work in progress. But if you search on YouTube, AZ Alpha Zulu space SWOT Sidewinders on 2 space Sunday space K7EME. So again, AZ space SWOT space Sunday space K7EME, and that'll get you there, Vince.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. Have a good one. We'll catch you next week, K7EME.
Okay, sounds good. And so with that, let's see. We got Vince in and out. Anybody else?
Hey, Vince, do you copy NJ6D? Sorry, I doubled.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. I heard Lynn, K7HAM. You going to be able to stick around then?
Yeah, I'll be sticking around.
Okay. Anybody else out there?
Whiskey 5 Romeo, Charlie, Quebec.
Okay, and Jerry, how about you, W5RCQ?
I'm here for the duration. I still got the tower cranked down, but I'm hearing everybody fine.
Well, geez, Jerry, you're still S7 here with my antenna over to the east. So is the tower down? It doesn't matter. I did hear someone else in there underneath you. Who was that station?
KD7UUN.
Okay, I got you, Mike, KD7UUN. And what's your status this morning?
Hey, I'll be sticking around.
Okay, and yet another station in there. Go ahead. Okay, Steve, W7WHB. If you're listening on the stream, your signals are going to be much weaker than normal because I'm aimed over to the east here, looking for another airplane for Dan over there in New Mexico. So I got you, Steve. Are you going to be able to stick around?
I will be here.
Okay, sounds good. All right, anybody else?
W7ADF.
Okay, two of you there. I got Jim, W7ADF. Jim, what's your status?
Yeah, I'll be sticking around this morning, Doug. Thanks.
Okay, very good. And Bill, KA2KHB, how about you? You going to be able to stay around? Okay, that's fine. You'll be fairly early on the list, so hopefully, you'll be able to stick around long enough. We got you on that list. Anybody else?
Hey, Doug, I got my feed going too. So if you tell people to search just on AZ SWOT Sunday, you'll get both nets showing up.
Awesome. Okay, so AZ space SWOT, SWOT space Sunday as all you need, and you'll get both feeds from Chuck's place and from mine. So excellent. K7EME.
Hey, Doug, K7EME real quick. Yeah, I got them both up. You sound great, man.
Hey, thank you. So the audio is okay, and how's the latency?
About a second. That's about it.
Okay. All right, because I'm not hardwired in. It's via the Wi-Fi. So anyway, a second is okay. Very good. Thanks for that, Vince.
All right, man. Take care. That's it.
7-3s.
Before you go, are you also listening to my feed?
I got Doug's up right now. I'll go back and look at yours.
Yeah, I'm just using a different radio, and I'm still trying to get the audio levels sorted out.
Okay, stand by. I'll go back there.
Roger.
Chuck, you're really, really loud today.
Yeah, so are you, Jerry. You're just booming in here. Excellent signal today.
Yeah, usually you're down in the noise. You're S9.
Yeah, you're S9 with me as well. Very good. Interesting conditions.
Yeah, I think the conditions are excellent because I was hearing Bill, KA2KHV, and with these antennas over toward Silver City. So, I think the propagation is great. We're going to have to see how Serge up there in Las Vegas comes in today.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if I got an opportunity. Let me check with Vince. Vince, did you get my stream up?
Yeah, I got it. It's kind of breaking up a little bit, so it may be something on my end here, but you're loud, but they're coming in better now. You sound...
I got you, Dan. Stand by.
Okay, Vince, very good. Doug's going to work, Dan. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it. I might be a little hot on my own audio, but I still haven't found that balance yet.
Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, you sound good, man. Good job. We'll catch you guys later.
Thanks, Vince.
Okay, Dan, W7KMB, how copy?
Hey, well, we're hearing you, but not too loud yet. There is one plane on my side in the middle and one going right overhead right now.
Yeah, I see that. It's directly, you ought to go outside and look straight up. But, yeah, there is one that's approaching... I don't have the mouse on it, so I don't know what size plane it is. But, yeah, your signal should continue to increase.
Yeah, copy the Alaska Airlines, Den. November Juliet 6 Delta, NJ6D. How copy, Den? Yeah, okay. Don't have quite as much power as I normally do, and your signal is definitely building up here for me. Over. All right, then. Yeah, you dropped down again. Over to you, Doug.
Yeah, okay, Dan. Looks like from my perspective here, we're going to get Southwest Airlines 3349, a 737, coming pretty quickly here. That'll be in good shape from where I'm at. So you ought to be picking up a little bit here as we go along, and then shortly after that, Chuck ought to get you a little better. Al, are you on frequency? No, Al's not in there yet. Okay, and I see the net logger is up and running. So let me click on that here, and we'll get the net logger up.
XP.
Yeah, good morning, George. Stand by 1 sec.
Hey, Doug, sorry to bother you again, but on your picture, what asteroid is that, or comet?
That is not a comet. That is a Falcon 9 second stage, and if you look in the contrail down below it, you'll see the first stage doing its one of its engine fires.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, man, that's a hell of a picture of a comet.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, it does sort of look like a comet, doesn't it? But comets usually don't have a bend in their tail. But I caught that in October last year, and that's how it looks. I've seen a number of launches now out of Vandenberg, and I just caught that one right at the perfect time with my dish. Was bird bath there, but and then the moon is above the dish. So that's the breakdown on the pictures there. And I see Steve N7THW just posted that says both live feeds sound excellent today. So that's great. And Robert, I think I need to get you up to date here on NetLogger. I know Robert's busy. Let's see, Dan, we should be getting pretty good on that Southwest Airlines 737. Yeah, I hear you in there. You're still pretty light, so we'll hang in there.
Hey, Doug, I got both links posted to the AIM window.
I see that, Chuck. Thank you. Perfect. George, are you going to be able to stick around?
No, I got to get going and get over there and get everything set up again. It's getting to be quite a chore. Somebody's going to have to learn how to do this besides me. There's many younger people over there that could be doing this stuff, but you know how younger people are. Anyways, I got to get going. I'll see you next week. K7EME.
Well, yeah, I understand, and but there ought to be some computer dudes out there that would like to step in. So, yep, you got to start grooming some backup there because you know you've for how many decades have you been doing this? You know, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while, and things are getting, you know, a little better, but in everything, in emergency communications and in all the IT stuff over there, none of these young people want to get out and do anything. They just all want everything done for them. I guess they figure as long as that cell phone works, they got it made. So. Anyways, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, Dan, are you copying me or George there? That plane ought to be in a good spot for us.
Just copying you, Doug. Just copying you. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Good copy now. Excellent. George, are you hearing Dan?
Now I'm swinging the antenna over there.
Ah, okay. He's Dan. He's swinging the antenna over, so you can work him.
Okay, we'll see what goes. We'll see what goes.
Yeah, you're building. You're getting nice and strong now.
Hey, Dan, W7KMV, NJ6D, how copy now? Over.
I can hear you now, Chuck. I can hear you. Over.
Roger, roger. Yeah, you're definitely coming up. Good signal right now.
It's still a rough copy, though. It's up and down.
Boy, I've got you S7 now. George, you got your antenna on Den yet?
W7KMV, K7XP, how copy, Dan?
K7XP, W7KMV. Very good, George. Over.
Yeah, I've got a good copy here. You're about an S5 here on my antenna, so things are working good. Over.
Yeah, you're pushing S4 and maybe bumping a 5 once in a while. Very good, George. Good to hear you.
It's good to hear you, too, and Doug already knows this. I got to get going. I got to go set up all the IT stuff over at church. So, good contact. I got you in the log, and we'll look for you again later on. K7XP.
Very good, George. You take care and have a good weekend. See you later.
Hey, Mike, KD7UUN, are you copying Den?
Yes, I am.
Give him a call.
W7KMV, W7KMV, KD7, UUN? KD7UUN, W7KMV from Delta Mike 52. Good copy, Dan, good copy. About an S5, over. Oh, very good, very good. You were peaking up at S4, so it's up and down, over. Okay, very good. 7-3, K7EME, back to you.
Out, KD7XP.
I missed that, George. I keyed up what?
I'm out, KD7XP.
Okay, 7-3's. Good luck with your setup there. Dan, there is another plane. You'll see it on flight radar. Just going the opposite direction in the same the reverse azimuth, and so we ought to have good conditions for a little bit.
Yeah, I see the crisscross there. Interesting configuration. Over.
I'm actually hearing multipath off of those two planes. Go ahead.
That's pretty good. I guess we're getting both Doppler shifts.
Oh yeah, I can clearly hear it. That other one appears to be another 737 Primair cargo.
Okay, well, that's good that they're showing up there. Too bad somebody isn't traversing the exact path.
Yeah, that would be something, because then we'd really hear that Doppler.
Yeah, we'd really get a profile of where the sweet spots are on the path. But so far, I think they're about 30% from me to you.
Yeah, you are pounding in here. Anybody else got a copy on Den? It probably got to be in the Tucson area, but the Phoenix guys, this plane will be favoring you in a little bit. Anybody else got a copy on Den?
S7 now.
Yeah, you're just pounding in. Dan, you going to be on 3695 tonight?
Yeah, that's the plan if we don't get any thunder.
Yeah, okay. I missed it last week, so sorry about that. I haven't talked to you for a while, but anyway, so yeah, these feeds, I actually did that, and then I bought a Flex radio. I'm making the plunge.
Funny hearing myself come back over the feed. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see how you are. You're starting to drop a little bit.
I think it's all over now. So we'll talk to you later tonight.
Yeah, okay, Dan. While I still have you, you might want to aim up toward Phoenix, and we'll see if if this one plane, it might give you a shot toward Phoenix after about 10 minutes or so. Roger, Roger. Okay, I'm going to swing back up to the Phoenix area and resume getting contacts in here. And Robert, stand by if you're listening. Obviously you are. I need to give you some fills on the swinging toward Phoenix.
Roger, Roger. By the way, you got a, looks like a new guy, KB7BSQ out of Tucson there, over.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let me go back toward Tucson and see if he's listening here while we're doing that. KK7 Bravo Sierra Quebec, are you listening on 2 meters?
Roger, Roger. I'm monitoring over here on 2 meters. This is KK7 Bravo Sierra Quebec. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Welcome. This is the Arizona early check-ins. I know this is your first time checking in. I am not too far from you. What part of town are you located in, and what is your name, please?
Roger, Roger. Yes, my name is Luis Lima Uniform India Sierra Luis, and I am in the north over here, Carolina area of Tucson, right here in the north. And yes, I'm actually listen to you guys on Saturdays, but typically I don't have the time to stay the whole time because I gotta go to church. But I normally listen to the net. I'm very amazed and surprised how far away we can get on SSB using 2 meters. Back to you.
Oh, excellent, Luis. Well, welcome to our net. And so, yeah, if church interferes with the main net time for you, you can always, I'm always here, and we begin taking check-ins usually about 20 after 7. So, you know, this is a great way to meet people. And also, let me make sure you know about the Tuesday evening roundtable with Mike, Whiskey Delta 7 Radio. That's at 7 p.m. on this frequency, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights, Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to another more convenient time, that's a good way to get on and make some new friends in the VHF community here. And sideband, yes, it's amazing. Most people think of 2 meters and they think of repeaters. They don't realize all the different ways we can, for example, we can communicate via aircraft, as you just heard with our friend Dan over in New Mexico, as well as moon bounce off of meteors. You know, it's a real interesting mode of communication, and just regular conditions, you know, it is amazing how far out you can reach. So, what, out of curiosity, what is your station? What are you running? What's your antenna, etc.? Over.
Correct. Yeah, I am having a Yaesu FT991A. The Yaesu Foxtrot Tango 991A, and I have a vertical antenna. The dual band 70 centimeters and 2 meters, dual band antenna on the roof of my house. And you know, I live a little bit up a hill, so I normally get very good distances from my location here. And yeah, like you said, I'm completely amazed on how many people I can hear with no repeater using this band. Back to you, KK7 Bravo Sierra Quebec.
Okay, Luis, I'm going to tell you something that will, you know, everybody on SSB is horizontally polarized. If you can, even if you just make a simple dipole, a simple 2-meter dipole out of an SO239 connector with two roughly 19-inch elements made out of some stiff copper wire, and put that up, you will be amazed how much better it will work. Roughly 3 S units, you will improve your transmit signal and your receive signal. You may already know that, but if you put up a dipole, that will really make a difference in what you can hear. A horizontal loop antenna, which is an inexpensive horizontal antenna, will allow you to receive from all directions like your vertical. So that is something to think about. And running the best coax, don't use RG58. Use the best coax. There are some others that we could recommend. But if you can just get horizontally polarized, that will make a tremendous difference in who you can hear and how people will hear you. Right now, they probably can't hear you in Phoenix, except for our live feed on YouTube. They will hear you there. So anyway, I'm going to swing my antenna toward Phoenix, but thank you for checking in. And will you still be around in an hour, roughly an hour, or will you be at church?
Roger back. No, in an hour, I'm probably going to have to be getting ready to go to church. So I appreciate it. And, I'm going to try to be on Tuesdays. This is great. And I have a directional antenna too that I can actually use for this application. And I'm going to make sure I get a rotor installed and experiment with a directional antenna. So anyway, thank you very much for the time, and thank you very much for the welcoming and the explanation. I highly appreciate it. So I'm going to continue to monitor until it's time for me to get ready to go to church. Thank you very much. Back to you. This is K7BSQ.
Okay, Luis. Well, welcome to our group, and I'll look forward to talking to you more in the future. So I appreciate it, and we will put you down as in and out for your status. But feel free to give us a call. Keep stopping by, and thank you for listening in the past. And if it weren't for NetLogger, we would not have known you were out there. So thank you much, Luis. Very nice to meet you. My name, by the way, is Doug. So 7-3s. I'm going to continue to swing my antenna toward Phoenix there.
Yeah, buenos dias, Luis. Mucho gusto, and welcome to the net. This is November Juliet 6 Delta, and name is Chuck.
Hey, Doug, you also got a guy down in Bisbee, KF7TXE. My check, over.
59 plus 30. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. I'm very nice group, and I'm very sure I'm going to continue coming here and being present on your net and your different events. Back to you, November Juliet 6 Delta, Kilo 7 Bravo Sierra Quebec.
Okay, welcome, Luis. And Robert, sorry, we all doubled with you. My bad.
No problem.
20ME and 7VD. You got a guy at Bisbee, KF7TXE. He's lurking, over.
Yeah, I'm aimed that way right now. I just went further around to the southeast there. Thank you for the heads up, Robert. So, Kilo Foxtrot 7 Tango X-Ray Echo, KF7 Tango X-Ray Echo. Boy, I don't know. I hope you're up high in Bisbee. Do you copy? K7 Echo Mike Echo, point toward Tucson, over.
Doug, he's not going to be able to hear you. He's listening on live stream, but he's still getting set up to try to get a Yagi oriented to where he can get past the mountains. Over.
Okay, Mike. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that heads up. I went back toward Phoenix there, so appreciate that. And okay, well, KK7BSQ via the live stream. Good luck getting your setup going here on 2-meter SSB, and we will look for you in the future. We don't have anybody down there in that area, so looking forward to it, and enjoy the live feed. Let's see. Now, Robert, the most important thing here right now is to take a pause on the check-ins, and let me get in position so I can see the NetLogger monitor and compare notes here. So we have K7VNE, you had him. K7HAM, put him after Den. Go ahead.
Roger, got that one.
All right. Let's see. And you got Mike on there. All right. We have also W5RCQ. You don't have Jerry in there. Put him after Lynn as well. Okay, after Chuck, put W7WHB.
Okay.
And then Bill, KA2 Kilo Hotel Victor. And I believe we're up to date here. The only ones that are in and out, you've got Vince already, George, and then Dan, of course. And I think everybody else is sticking around. So I believe we got that. And with that, I see Warren is online now. So Warren, K7CWA, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here, K7CWA.
Good morning, Warren. How you doing up there in Apache Junction?
Yep, the sun is shining, the sky is clear, and it's a bright new day, and I'm here.
I know, boy, the solar is pumping out power like anything, like crazy, and what a great morning. It was 71 degrees when I stepped outside this morning, and there a lot of humidity. There's condensation. We actually had morning dew, so I haven't seen that in a while with it cooler outside. All right, Warren, are you going to be able to stick around?
Yeah, I'll be here. Still don't have a lot to say, but I'm here.
All right. Well, listen to the live feed and you'll be able to hear everybody if you can't there. But anyways, we got you on the list. So with that, we'll get rolling on the early check-ins again. Let's pick up some more. I am now aimed up toward the Phoenix area. So K7EME taking early check-ins.
Hey, Doug, you need to have Robert plug me in there somewhere.
Jim, and I had you written down. I skipped over. Okay, Robert, put Jim in after W7WHB. All right, and let's see here. I've got who did I hear? I've got it. Dave, K7SWK. I'm not. I don't have the antenna on you there, but let me bump a little bit here, and I think that might be better. You going to be able to stick around? Okay, I'm not getting you on the right azimuth here, but I'll put you down as being in there, Dave, for the net. Okay. Okay, you might want to check your antenna heading because I'm not copying you as loud as usual. Just for the record, there maybe the wind may have blown it off course or something. You might want to run and just double check that. Anybody else? All right, I'm looking for that. I heard somebody else in there, very, very weak. Okay, nothing heard. K7EME taking early check-ins. All right, with that, let me, Steve, N7THW, I'm going to swing up toward Sholo here, and let's see how conditions are at the moment. We'll give you a try there. So N7THW, K7EME, how copy?
K7THW, trying there, Doug. Trying to get me tuned in there. I had a good copy on you down when you were talking to Lewis there. K7EME, N7THW, how copy?
Well, you should be able to hear on your feed how well I'm copying you. You're booming in here, Steve. Excellent. Excellent copy. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing real well. We're getting ready to take off to the valley this morning, and going to be there for a few days, so I'll probably be on the Tuesday night net down there. But anyway, you got some doctor's appointments and what have you. So anyway, I had a good copy when you were talking to Lewis with whatever direction you were in down there. That was KK7BSQ. So just want to let you know there. Over.
Okay, that's that bounce I think we're getting off of Lemon or something. But yeah, I'm. It's kind of like last week. I'm not pointed directly at you, and so this is the best copy these last 2 weeks that I've ever run across. So it's one of those cases where we're using a mountain to bounce off of.
He's booming in here.
Yeah, Chuck is here. Chuck, go ahead and give Steve a call.
Yeah, K7TSQ, November Juliet 6 Delta, NJ6D. How copy, Steve? Yeah, you're S6, S7, so really nice signal down here today, Steve, and I messed up your call. N7THW, NJ6D.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, it's nice to have two, and we'll get somebody up in the Phoenix area going as well, so that we have a couple different geographic locations. So thanks, Steve, much appreciated, and really nice copy down here in Tucson. N7THW NJ6D.
I'm going to be in and out, if you can still hear me. You know how it is up and down up here, so I'll be listening on the live stream. K7EME, N7THW, back to net, but we'll be listening.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, I understand you lost, you guys doubled a little bit there, but that's the way it is, and it's interesting, even as close as we are together there, Chuck, when you had him at S7, he went into a fade for me, and then in reverse, he came back up while he was going down for you. So just as close as we are together, just illustrates how different the QSB is. Okay, Steve, enjoy listening on the live stream, and understand you got to go, so we'll put you down as in and out. And have a safe trip back down to the valley, and we'll catch you on Tuesday night on Mike's Net. 7 3s.
Okay, 7 3s on K7EME and 7CXW, is that correct?
Yeah, you're back up now, quite strong. Okay, I'll swing back toward Phoenix here, and let's look for any further early check-ins. Al, are you out there? K7ZYP. All right, I see Mike, KD5NLP is online. I'll bump the antenna a little over toward West Phoenix. KD5NLP, Mike, do you copy? All right, nothing heard. He's probably not got the radio going yet. So here we go. K7EME standing by.
I thought I heard my name there, Doug. This is Mike, K85NLP.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I saw that you were online on NetLogger, so I thought I'd give you a call and get you checked in. Good signal at the moment there. You're over S9.
Yeah, I got that new Ohio mic, and I set it up the way the instructions said to set it up. So I don't know how does it sound?
Actually, it sounds better than your other mic. Definitely, I get more. It's a little easier to understand what you're saying, and there's maybe just a little bit of echoing in the background, as if you're getting a little feedback, a bounce off the walls in the room or something like that. But other than that, I think it sounds better.
Well, yeah, there is an echo in the room here, and I don't have to holler into the mic anymore. I can talk at a normal tone, but yeah, put us down for the net, and I'll keep the volume up and keep an eye on NetLogger, KD5NLP.
Yeah. Hey. Let me give you a big plus, thumbs up on that, Mike. Your audibility is much better, much improved with this microphone, because sometimes I've had trouble understanding what you're saying, and that's not the case with this new mic. And I think Chuck might have been bumping in there to say something. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, just a comment. You're a bit heavy on the high end, so I don't know if there's a way to change the frequency balance a little bit, but you might want to look into that and give yourself a little extra nudge on the low end, and I think that'll help the intelligibility dramatically. But I agree with Doug. It's a marked improvement from where you were before. Over.
Yeah, did you hear that, Mike?
Yeah, it was the high pass filter has to be knocked down a little bit, and I have to get into the menu here and. Well, I'll take care of it. I know what setting it is. There's 100 settings in the radio. but yeah, there is a high pass, and I think there's one for low pass and high pass, but I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I know I understand what he's saying. KD5NLP.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm looking at you on the audio scope, and it definitely you're pushed up to the high end of the bandpass there. So that being said, I think it also picks up the echo more from your room conditions there. So if you do that, I think you will be 200% improved on your audio. And it'll be interesting to see how you sound on 3695. I'm anxious to see what your audio is there, because I've had trouble understanding what you say, but that is gone now. And I think part of it too is you were a little high emphasis on the high tones there with the old mic as well. So good point, Chuck. And great observation. All right, Mike, we've got you on the list, and we'll get back around to you there. Back to early check-ins, K7EME.
WD7R.
Okay, two of you there. Mike, WD7R, you're pounding in this morning. Go ahead, Mike.
Good morning. I got omelets on the menu this morning if you'd like one, and good to hear you. WD7R, I will be here.
Boy, we have a path this morning. You are 20 over 9. 20 over 9. I normally see you roughly 5 over 9.
Wow. Well, thanks for the signal report. You're also 20 over 9. So, yeah, we must have good weather with the humidity and everything and lower temps. All right, Doug, thanks for getting me in there, and look forward to it. WD7R, standing by.
Okay, Mike, excellent. And I'm going to swing the antenna back up north toward Flagstaff, and let's get Lee, WJ0F. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Doug. Yeah, you're booming in here. S-meter's lying. It only says 5.9. I can hear Mike about an S4, by the way. Over.
Oh, excellent. Did you get that report there, Mike? All right. Well, he's off in the kitchen. He does double duty early in the morning here. So yeah, Lee, you hit about 5 over 9 that time as well. Definitely some QSB though. It's up and down, but good signal. And how's things going up in Flag today?
Pretty good. You can tell it's getting towards the end of summer. Just a little tinge cooler this morning. Had a little rain last night, so a beautiful day. I'll be in. I got to get in there and get breakfast done for the wife, and then I'll be back.
Okay, excellent. Looking forward to that, and glad you can stick around. So go grab some chow, and we'll catch up with you again. While I'm pointed up to the north, we got any other folks up that way? K7EME, Gene, are you around up there in Prescott?
Hey, Doug, can I give Lee a call?
Yeah, Lee, you still around? Chuck's going to call you up.
Yeah, Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, Lee, WJ0F, NJ6D, how copy? Really good signal down here.
Yeah, you're really good as well, Chuck, and I will comment like Doug said, your audio is really good now, over.
Okay, well, maybe you're in reference to the other station. I don't know, but I appreciate it, Lee. And yep, the coax I got from you up at Flag is being put to very good use now. So much appreciated again. WJ0F NJ6D.
All right, Chuck. Yeah, I probably got confused. I haven't had my coffee yet. But S6, Chuck, a little bit of airplane flutter. Back to net, WJ0F.
Yeah, okay. And just FYI, Chuck didn't mention it, but your coax has made some moon bounce contacts on 6 meters.
All right. Anybody else needs moon bounce coax, you can come talk to me, WJ0F.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll catch up with you in a little bit here, Lee. Anybody else up to the north, K7EME?
Boy, I've got got a great conditions. I'm copying Lee S3 off the loop.
Do you hear that, Lee? He's gone. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good, Robert. I'm going to swing out toward California, Lake Havasu. Let's see if we got anybody out that way. K7EME looking out to the west-northwest. K7 Echo, Mike Echo for the Arizona SWOT Net. Anybody out there? All right, a little bit more to the north-northwest, K7EME.
Hey, Robert, you're as loud as I've ever heard you down here for me.
Yeah, you are as loud as well, so I guess the humidity is helping the signal there, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you're just booming in here, so nice conditions today. And I trust you're on the loop, right?
Roger, and you know, the loop is basically points the same direction as the beam, and it's pointed at 330 right now, so you're off the backside of it where the null would be.
Yeah, you're like S8, S9. Excellent job there, Robert. Thank you. And sorry, Doug, I had to jump in. I've never heard Robert so loud for me.
Well, I have to agree, and of course Robert and I have a pipeline between Mesa and where I'm at. But Robert, you are I have you at a solid 20 over 9 right now with your loop.
That's interesting. Okay, well I'm going to turn it around so that it's pointing at Tucson. We'll see what it looks like.
You're 25 over 9 now. Well, that you're hitting I definitely can hear I can't hear it, but I can see the null, and you peaked up. You're up to 25 still.
Okay, we just hit 90 degrees, coming around.
Okay, at 90 degrees, you're back to 20.
Yeah, when he was at 45, he dipped way down for me, but now he's back up.
Yeah, amazing. You know, these omnidirectional loops and their nulls.
Okay, November 7, Victor Delta. How copy?
Oh my gosh, you got the nulls pegged. 30 over 9. 30 over 9 on your loop.
There you go, and you are as well. 30 over 9. How about you there, Chuck?
Yeah, solid S9 for me, Robert. Excellent.
Very good. Well, just for fun. There's the beam. NJ6D and 7VD, over.
Yeah, 20 over 9.
As I would expect. Okay, very good. But anyway, back to net, N7VD.
You're pushing, get this, 50 over 9. 50 over 9. I've heard you on 432 when you, I think close to that at times, but never on 2 meters. Pushing 50 over 9.
And you are as well. Same thing here, over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should try that experiment where I listen for your signal generator, hook it up to that beam, and I'll see how many dBm we can go down to. What great conditions! 50 over 9 on a loop, on a almost pushing 100 miles there. Awesome. All right, let's see if there's any other takers out there. K7EME for the Arizona Sunday Morning SWOT Net.
Good morning, with
WD6CNF.
how's everybody doing? I've got Robert 55757 here around the corner. Everybody sounding great. Good morning.
Oh,
did you pick up Grant there, over?
KM7Y.
okay, I got 3 of you there. Okay, I got it. WD6CNF, Grant, good signal. Great conditions this morning. how you copying, and are you going to be able to stick around?
K7EME, WD16F. Yeah, good copy. You're 20 over 9, about the same as last time. We had good conditions last time, too. And yeah, I'll be here for the net.
Okay, excellent. We got you on the list, and let me get, let's see, W7KMZ. Ken, how are you doing?
Very good, very good. Good morning, Whiskey 7 Kilo Zulu Mike. As you guys are wowing about Mike's, Robert's signal.
Okay, Ken, you bumped your VFO, and I lost about the last 15 seconds of that. Go ahead and tune me back in, and what was your comment there?
I'm sorry, I got that stupid microphone again with where your big thumb goes. Yeah, I was getting 5.7 on Robert, and everybody else is booming in here on my Halo 2. That's great.
Okay, great. Again, the conditions are really, really good this morning. I hope they hold up like this for when Surge up in Vegas checks in. I'd like to see what they do up in that direction. Okay, excellent, Ken. We've got you on the list. And Kilo November 7 Yankee, Jack, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, Doug and the group. I was listening to you talking with Robert. Robert was off the side of my beam. He was 20 over S9 here in Mesa. Of course, we're only a few miles away from each other, but wow, amazing. And you're like 10 to 20 over 9, depending on, I think, probably where your beam is pointed. KN7Y, back to you, Doug.
Okay, very good, Jack. Yes, well, I have a very sharp, if I get a few degrees off, I tend to lose folks, which is it's good when I'm aimed at you, and it's not good when I'm not aimed at you, but hopefully I'm running enough power that it evens it out for you guys. But, Jack, you're pounding in down here as well, good 5 and 9 signal. And question, are you going to be able to stick around for the net?
Yeah, sure will. I'm going to stick around for a little bit, and I may leave the radio occasionally, but not for long. Back to you and the net. And by the way, I really like NetLogger. Boy, is that really a great tool. Got it up on my desktop here, and all of you that are familiar with using it, I'm sure it's kind of like standard thing, but for me it's brand new, and it's pretty amazing. Anyway, back to you and the group, and thanks so much. K7EME, KN7Y.
All right, Jack. Well, thanks for the comments on NetLogger. That was Robert's idea a couple of years ago, and once we added that, it made a big difference. A lot. It seemed to really enhance us, especially for getting folks in the outlying areas, because then I can aim at them if they put a message up on the instant messaging, and then we can get them checked into the net. So it's actually an excellent tool, as you commented on. And speaking of NetLogger, I see that Troy is out there, WA7ELN. Troy, are you listening? How about you, Wayne? W7IZ, W6IZK, Wayne.
Yeah, W6IZK. Good morning, all. I'll be in and out this morning. Let's see, got a good signal up here, Doug.
Yeah, Wayne, you're 5 and 8, and I haven't even peeked up on you. So excellent, and we'll put you down as in and out. Do you have anything for the net?
No, just started fooling around with VAR, digital mode, 5-kilo PSK31 keyboard to keyboard. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, so you can actually type messages back and forth via that mode, kind of like PSK31?
Yeah, Roger. It's very sophisticated and seems to be growing in popularity, and they hope it'll overtake SPA.
Okay, very good. Well, you'll have to tell us more about that down the road when you get a chance. I'd be curious how you're using that. I haven't heard of that mode before. So we got you down as in and out, and appreciate you stopping by. Catch you next week, or maybe Tuesday night. Anybody else out there?
K7ZYP.
Okay, I heard two of you, and of course, Al, you're booming in. I'll get you K7ZYP. How you doing this morning, Al? How you feeling?
Oh, a lot better there, Doug. I actually overslept this morning. Just woke up a few minutes ago, so sorry about that, but here we are. Back to you, K7ZYP.
Okay, boy, the conditions are beautiful this morning, so you're, of course, it doesn't matter between us, but it's great conditions we've noticed so far. And Den, we actually had a double airplane, and we were getting multipass out of New Mexico. There were two planes headed in opposite directions, very near each other, and just in a good spot. And so that was kind of interesting. And I called to see if you were there, but obviously you were looking at the back of your eyelids. Okay, we got you in there, Al, and there was one other station, I'm not sure I'm aimed at you, that was a little bit weaker there underneath Al. Go ahead again. Was that you, Barry? No. Can I get a relay on that? Anybody got a relay for me?
I heard W7, but that was it.
All right, Jerry, would you be so kind as to try to get him relayed in?
I'll give it a call. Station trying to check into the net. This is W5RCQ. You're very weak. Give it another try. Hear you in there. I think you said W8 that time, but try again.
K7EME. He's pleated into the woodwork.
Yeah. Who was this? Oh, okay. Faded into that must have been you, Jerry. I think you bumped your VFO. And I'm still hearing that station. I just don't know where to point. K7EME. Try it again.
Hey, Doug, you bumped your VFO.
Yeah, I sure did. There we go. Yeah, okay. Jerry, my bad. I'm accusing you. And I gotta look at my own house. Okay, we're back on frequency. Okay, let me try one more time with that station trying to check in. If you've got net logger, maybe that's you. There's a W7 Sierra Charlie Delta. Oh, he was on and off, so he was just passing through. Okay. Try again, please, and everybody listen up. Let's see if we can get this station in here. Okay, is that KC7 Victor Echo Quebec? Is that you, Barry? No. If you can type in the message on NetLogger, if you have the ability to do that, I'm so close to being able to copy you, but I just can't quite pull out the call letters. Did anybody else copy that?
I got a K7 and I think SEH, but it really in the mud.
Oh, I wonder if it's. Oh, it couldn't be John. Let me go out that way. KC6SEH, KC6SEH, was that you, John? No, it wasn't him. Okay, I got the 7. I know it's a 7. We can confirm that. So we'll put you down as a partial. What I heard was possibly Kilo Charlie 7. Is your prefix Kilo Charlie 7? Roger, Roger.
Doug, I got a definite K7, a definite K7.
Okay, we got that. So Kilo 7. What's your suffix? What's your suffix only? Suffix only.
It's K7SWK there, Doug.
Boy, okay, Dave. Oh my gosh. Let me. I'll point a little more toward where you're at. Try again. Okay, Dave. Boy, we're having trouble copying you. Okay, Robert. Can you help out there now that you maybe got a fix on him?
Yeah, K7SWK and 7VD. What's going on over there? Over. The antenna pointed over your direction, and you are just about S1. So, sorry, but I don't know what's going on there. Over. Yeah, Roger. Well, sorry. Anyway, we'll put you out as do you want me to leave you on as in, or do you want me to check you out? Over. Roger, will do. We'll come around and I'll make sure I point your way when it comes to your turn there. Anyway, back to net, K7EME and 7VD.
All right.
KW.
Okay, Andy, we got you there. Okay, Robert, thanks a lot. Yeah, Dave is having some trouble because normally I don't have any problem copying him. So something has happened to his antenna or power or whatever. But I hope you get it resolved. We'll keep your position in the list, and you got some detective work to do. Andy, good morning, KC7KW. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad. We're just going to be in and out and try to listen through. Kind of what would I call it? A slow day for me today. Yeah. So anyway, we're just going to listen in and out. So just put me on the side. Not feeling too good this morning, so we're going to just take it easy, and we'll be in and out. KC7KW.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. And as my dad would say, keep it under the speed limit for your day today, and run her cool. Well, thanks for checking in and coming by. We'll talk to you in the coming days there, Andy. All right. Anybody else out there? K7EME.
Hey, Doug, looks like Mike NLP has made some adjustments to his audio on his radio, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
Okay, very good. And we're at the bottom of the hour here, so we'll get things started for the net. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Arizona Sidewinders on 2Net. This net is open to all amateurs. We meet every Sunday morning at this time, 1530 Zulu. And we begin taking early check-ins roughly at about 1430 Zulu. My name is Doug. I am K7 Echo Mike Echo, located in southern Arizona, about 20 miles northwest of Tucson. running legal limit into a large antenna array covering hopefully all of Arizona and into the surrounding states. Purpose of this net is to encourage VHF and higher band activity here throughout the Southwest. And for more information, you can check our website, AZ-SWOT for Sidewinders on 2.net. That's Alpha Zulu-SWOT.net. Sponsored by Robert, November 7 Victor Delta, who is also running the NetLogger portion of the net, where you can monitor the live check-in list and post messages to us if you need us to point your way to get you on board here. So now we're going to stop here and take a swing around the compass and try to pick up anybody else who might be coming around here this morning. We probably got most everybody that's going to be here, but I'm going to start by swinging up toward Las Vegas and out toward Lake Havasu. Let's see if anybody is out that way. K7EME.
AI1K, in and out.
There you go, Jack. In and out. I just saw that the live stream stopped for some reason and came back on, but hopefully it's coming back on. Anyway, good morning, Jack. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Doug. Had some good rain yesterday up this way, and glad to get it here. And just thought I'd check in and out so you can put me on the list and get your numbers up. Won't hold it, but hopefully we'll, I guess there's a contest coming up, so maybe we'll see you then. If anybody needs me, I'll be here for about 5 or 10 minutes, Doug, and then I got to scoot up to 432.
Jack, real quick.
Over.
Yeah, okay. Excellent, Jack. I miss talking to you there up on 432. I sure do. And we need to just get on and chew the fat one of these days, just so I can catch up with you, hear what you got going on with your station, see how the moon bounce is going and all of that. Just briefly, Chuck, NJ6D down here in Tucson wants to give you a call. Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, Jack, AI1K, how copy, NJ6D?
NJ6D, AI1K, good morning. Not too super strong, about 5152, but good copy, Chuck, over.
Yeah, roger. Well, Jack, I just wanted to give you a quick report. The 7/8" hardline that you sold me at Flagstaff has been up for a while, and I've succeeded in doing several EME contacts on 6 meters with it, so thank you very much.
Well, congratulations. Welcome to the EME Society here. So, not yet on 6, but maybe I'll catch you on one of these days. When you get up to 2, should be easy, Chuck, over.
Roger. Yep. I don't think I could have done it without the more efficient coax. So much appreciated, Jack. So I just want to let you know that that chunk that I got from you is in service and doing well.
Okay, very good. Won't hold it up. 73's back to net, over.
Yeah. Okay, there, Jack. All right, thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll catch up with you down the road. Anybody else up to the north while I'm up that way? All right, we're going to swing over to the northeast and see what we got up that way. Anybody new on board up toward the northeast? And we'll swing around and look over the mountains here toward the southeast, K7EME.
CTA.
Good morning, Pete. How you doing? I was wondering where you were at.
I've been lurking while you guys have been experimenting with propagation.
Okay, sounds good. We've had some boy. I'll bet. I know you can't rotate, but Den was booming in this morning, and I bet if you could have put your antenna over that way, you'd have been able to work him easy. Okay, Pete, we got you on the list. Anybody else to the southeast? I'm going to go as far to the southeast as we can get, nudging up against the peaks here. Anybody else? All right, swinging around back toward Phoenix here. Stand by. Okay, that should be in the middle of the most of everybody here. So good morning once again. The live stream is, we've got two of them this morning, Chuck, NJ6D, and now from my station here, K7EME on YouTube. So again, anybody wishing to take a listen to that, it's three search words: AZ space SWOT, SWOT for Sidewinders on 2, and Sunday. Those three search words in that order will get you to the live stream, and you can click easily on either Chuck's or my feed and see how each of us are hearing you. So we'll get things rolling here. I wanted to make a comment on the Hamfests. This is the Hamfest season is upon us now that it's September, and we have one coming up here shortly, September 16th up in Show Low. The next date is October 7th down here in Tucson. On the same day up in Payson, there's another Hamfest. Then October 28th was going to be the Copa Fest, Maricopa Hamfest, and that has been canceled. I don't know what's going on with that, but it was listed as canceled. November 4th is Wickenburg. November 11th will be the Hamfest up in Marana there as well. And so that's, and the last on the list for this year will be the Superstition Hamfest in the Phoenix area there on December 2nd. So that, just briefly, you can get online and get all the specifics there. But we got a number of Hamfests coming up, so gear up, guys. We'll be looking forward to seeing you all at those Hamfests and getting some eyeball QSOs in and just having a good time. So the last thing that I wanted to bring up is that Andy, KC7KW, has completed a new design, a modification for the ICOM 705. And he will be putting that together and posting it. He's writing a little article about it. It takes just a handful of components, just several components. Easy to do on the board that has the PTT out jack on the 705 that tends to be very, very fragile. And so many people have been sending the 705s back to the factory for that, and then getting them back, and then having the same thing. They put the same pair of FETs in there, and the switching transistors just can't handle any kind of static spark or any voltage, really, any current on them at all. They're rated for 200 milliamps, but this mod that Andy has come up with it will eliminate both reverse voltage and forward voltage and up to 2+ amps of sync. He was telling me last night about a station in somewhere that is driving an old Henry amplifier with his 705 straight with this modification. And, driving an old amp with the feedback and the relays, the reverse EMF that happens when the relay's unkeyed, it's killing those transistors and many other, even solid-state amps. So that modification is going to hold up, and he's done a number of them. So details to follow. It'll be posted on Arizona Slack, AZVHF Society Slack channels, and hopefully online where maybe people nationwide or worldwide can see how easy that mod is to do. I know I'll be doing that on mine. Anyway, we'll get things started here, and we'll get up to Robert, November 7, Victor Delta, and our net logger head honcho. And so, Robert, how are you feeling? You're back from Europe. The cold is better, bronchitis and all that. What's up with you?
Yeah, K7EME in the SWAT net, November 7, Victor
This is Robert over here in Northeast Mesa. SWOT number 3051, and let's see, hang on. We go back to the loop so more people can hear me. Anyway, doing pretty good. Yep, finally got over, well, not completely over. I still have some residual cough, but you know how it is. It'll eventually go away. Let's see. Been hanging kind of low the last week, taking antibiotics and making sure I got plenty of rest. Yeah, and great job on the audio. I was going to comment on the live stream. Really sounding good, guys. So very nice. And you'll have to share with me how you did that. It sounds. And by the way, how did you get the your push to talk side to come up? Because Chuck didn't have that before. So that's working quite well. It's nice to hear both sides of the conversation. Anyway, looking forward to antenna season. Gonna try to finish up some antenna work when it gets cooler, and catch up on the yard work. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else radio-wise. Also going to get out in the garage and work on some of the amplifier projects I got going. So that's pretty much it. Great job there, Doug. K7EME and 7BD.
Okay. Very good, Robert. Thanks for the comments on the live stream. I'm glad we got the audio dialed in, and appreciate everybody's comments. If you're having problems with this at all, remember that this is a work in progress, something that we've not been doing for very long, and certainly this is the first time from my station. So anybody that has comments, I appreciate it. Anything we can do to make it better, and I'm just really happy that this is able to help folks, out of the close-in area, hear all of the stations, the weaker stations, and they can hear and enjoy the net better. And the way we handle the mic is simply by turning on the monitor and setting the monitor audio level, and that is all you need to do, Robert. And the last comment, what you just took care of, Robert, was getting Mike in his position there on the list. So sorry about that, Mike. With that, we had W7KMB via a couple of very nice air scatter contacts in here. So Den is in and out. That gets us to Lynn, K7HAM, up there in Gilbert. So Lynn, it's your turn. What you been up to?
Okay, K7EME and the group, K7HAM. Not much. Got back from my bike ride this morning. Got through swimming through the air. It was 77 degrees and 77% humidity. So it wasn't too bad. It beats the 110 or whatever. Got down to live stream. Got a couple of false starts, I guess when you were testing, but found the live one. Sounds pretty good there, Doug. Sounds good. And I've noticed there's about maybe a second and a half delay. It's kind of weird. Hearing you on the radio and then I hear you on the computer. Other than that, we'll just, we won't hold it. We'll have just everybody have a good, safe Labor Day and stay on the cool side of the door. Back to you, Doug. K7EME, K7HAM.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, the bit of latency there, just you're going to have that with the internet. I could try hard wiring it in. I'm running through my Wi-Fi. That might make a small difference, but you're still going to have some latency there. But thanks for that, and good signal this morning there. And we'll catch up with you down the road here. So thanks, Lynn. Jerry, W5RCQ, okay, let's get the solar report of the week and get that going and find out what you've been up to, Jerry. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Doug. K7EME in the group, W5RCQ, Jerry in Sun City, SWOT number 3662. Well, I'm kind of disappointed in Old Fall here lately. There's 5 groups of spots up there. Sunspot number is 77, and the 10.7 centimeter number, if that's the one you like, is 136. We are definitely in a valley after some really nice peaks, and I hope this is going to be a double or a triple peaker, because we were seeing 200 here a couple of weeks ago, and now we're seeing 60s and 70s. So don't know how long this is going to last. We're almost back down to the predicted curve, so hopefully it'll come back up again. We still got sunspots, but we are not now getting that really good numbers we were getting. So the 2 meter and 6 meter F2, etc., is not going to be there. But oh well, let's hope for the best. And they did have aurora all the way down into Colorado last night. They don't even know why. They don't know which group of stuff from the sun caused it, but there were some pretty nice pictures of aurora in Colorado. Since I can't talk much about the sun, a couple other things to bring up. Next weekend is the ARRL VHF contest, and it's also an EME contest. I'm not into the EME yet, but I know you guys are, so I'm sure that you guys will all be working that. Doug already mentioned the Sholo tailgate, and if you're one of the old-time AMers, the AM Caliche Capers guys are going to meet next weekend up in Prescott Valley. A really nice bunch of guys. They have a big deal. People show up at Bob's place there, and they have a potluck dinner, and I went before the flu virus, whatever, and this is the first one since then, so it's going to be fun. And see, I think that was all of it for me, so back to net, K7EME, W5RCQ.
Very good, Jerry, on all of the above, and I am bad. How did I slip up on that? The ARRL VHF contest next weekend, absolutely. And for those of you who are newer, that is such a great way. Get on. The exchange is just your grid square and your call letters, and that's all you got to do, and know your grid square. And it is an excellent way to check out if you put up a new antenna, you got an amplifier that's new, or just want to see how your station is doing, or you don't even have to join the contest. Just listen, and you'll hear a lot of DX stations that you normally wouldn't be able to hear. Lots of activity on all the bands, all the way up to 24 gigs. You know, certainly with the EME contest, there's going to be a lot of points to be gained by being on the moon, and so that is how could I miss? I put this together last night about 10 o'clock, and I just brain drain there at that hour. Anyway, thanks for bringing that up, Jerry. Chuck, NJ6D. Now I know you have some. Speaking of moon bounce, you have news there, and tell us about your continuing construction of your station there. Go ahead, Chuck.
All right, Doug. Thanks a lot, NJ6D, and the rest of the group here. Yeah, so lots of goings on here, but the last week has been focused on some EME efforts. The Lance W7GJ from Montana, Mr. 6-meter EME, is currently out on Rodriguez Island, 3 Bravo 9 Golf Juliet, 3B9GJ. And I've been trying really hard to get the station set up so I could give him a try. So on 6-meter EME, and so I've been able to get things about as good as I can get them up for now. Getting it better is going to require a little bit more work, but I have succeeded now in making let's see, five individual EME QSOs on 6 meters with 3 different stations. I've done 2 stations in Japan now twice, and unfortunately I have not been successful with the 3B9GJ out on Rodriguez. Last night and the night before were 2 of our better nights. The common moon window between that place out in the Indian Ocean, which is only a few hundred miles from the exact opposite spot of the Earth from Tucson, is it only lasts about 20 minutes 2 nights ago, and last night was about 40 minutes. Tonight's a little bit longer. The moon will be a little bit higher for both of us, so I'll give it another try. But on both nights, Lance out there on Rodriguez had multiple decodes code him, and lightning crashes from evening storms have made it really rough on the signal processing you need for the Q65 mode. So that's the sum of the most of the activity. Otherwise, I got today you're hearing me, I think, on this net for the first time on my Q5 signal transverter. So now I've got the transverter, the 5-band transverter does 2 meters all the way up to 1296, and so now I got the flex radio wired in. So that's what you're hearing on the live stream, and that's what you're hearing live right now is my flex radio with the transverter. So doesn't quite drive the 2-meter amp as hard as the my FT100, but it's pretty close. And let's see. Otherwise, the next thing is on my list is I hop on a plane tomorrow morning for Chile. So Doug's going to be live streaming. That's why we got him all set up. Make sure he's good. And so unfortunately, I missed the VHF contest, but I'll be there in spirit. And when I get back from Chile in a couple weeks, I am going to turn my attention back to the 2-meter amplifier project and the big 2-meter Yagi. The 2-meter Yagi, I think, will probably have the higher priority, but I can do both at the same time. But I want to get that piece of aluminum up in the air and make some better RF here on 2 meters. So Doug, that was long, but that's about it for me today. And the October 7th Hamfest in Tucson, that's great because I could make that one. That's awesome because I got some things to get rid of or to move on to a better life and a new owner. K7EME in the group, NJ6D. Back to you, Doug.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, I echo that definitely. Well, good on all of the above. You'll be able to listen down in Chile to the net, whether it's live or pick it up off of YouTube later. So that'll be cool, and that's going to be fun. So have a great trip. And good success on the telescope down there. I know you're going to whoop them into shape and get everything on track for getting that thing online as soon as possible. So what a world-class telescope project. It'll be exciting to see what new things you guys find down there on the mountaintop. Let's see. Robert, just a quick note. I see Dan, our winter visitor, November 9 Oscar Bravo Bravo, is online. And could you put a note to him about the live feed, if you would, please? He would probably be excited to be able to hear about that. I don't know if he's aware of it. So we'll move on. Steve, W7WHB. How you doing, Steve? It's your turn.
Well, good morning, Doug, and the group. This is Steve, Whiskey 7, Whiskey Hotel Bravo, up here in Gilbert, Arizona, SWOT number 3697. And things are going pretty good, We started off the week getting our daughter into her dorm over at Grand Canyon University. And that kept us quite busy for a couple of weeks, and that's all it's culminated to my end because she's there. she now has to make her own decisions on life, and it's different for her, I'm sure, and it's most difficult for me because, you guys have daughters, you always want to be protective, and now it's like, oh gosh, I'm not here to protect, so it's a weird feeling, and but I'll get used to it because I'll probably try to overload myself on things to do, and which I already started yesterday. I went with K7EME's Gene, who checks into the net here every now and then, and went to the Superstition Air Park and watched some RC flying yesterday, and that was pretty good. And let's see what else we got on the list here. I did, when I was talking about overloading myself, I have to be careful not to overload with things. I've already planned on a trip to go to court sites in January, so I've got that going. And then probably some people here on this net probably have not heard the news. One of the fixtures on 10 meters, November 6 Oscar Papa Radio, his name was Bob. He was the net director for 1010, he's also a net controller. He became a silent key last Saturday. I didn't find out until Monday, and because I'm a net controller on 1010, and was in contact with Bob's son, I contacted the organization 1010, at which time I did let them know about Bob, and no sooner than I did that than the organization's coming back to me and asked me if I would take over the director of the net controls, and without thinking I said yes, and their board approved it, so now I am the temporary director of 1010 International. So if you guys ever get on 10 meters, give us a holler down there on 28.380. Hold on a second. Okay. I know we're not on a repeater, but I have my radio set up for 3 minutes, so there we go. And then finally, WX7G won't be here today. The reason is he is in Sin City. I guess he thought being in Las Vegas was more important than being on the SWAT net. On the serious side, though, he has a granddaughter that's getting married, so Jim won't be here today. So with that said, that's all I got there, Doug, and good to hear the rest of the group. I was hearing that one signal. I didn't see Robert put him down. He should have been like 25 or 26. I picked him up at 350 degrees from where I'm at, but you was having a difficult time, and so was Jerry, but I heard him fine, so I forgot his call sign, though. So anyway, back to the group, W7WHB.
Yeah, very good. He should be down there as K7 Sierra Whiskey Kilo, anyway, I think we do have him on the list there, Steve, but thanks for pointing that out. I'm sorry about your friend there, the Silent Key, and good luck with your being the director. We'll see how that works for you. Keep us posted. And yeah, 1010 International is a very large group, and wow, we now know the director, so we have royalty here. Anyway, okay, Steve. Thanks for everything. W7ADF, Jim, how you doing up there? How's the chicken population there? Are your neighbors back, so you're not doing triple duty there? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Doug and the group, W7ADF.
Yeah, stand by, Serge. I got you.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to go over there and still help out there. But yeah, this morning I was even able to. I knew Den was in there. I couldn't really copy his conversation, but I definitely could hear him in there. But that was kind of neat. So other than that, not much radio work. I'm hoping to get my tractor back at the end of this week, coming week, and then I took my old 50 Chevy truck out yesterday for a little exercise and got that going down the road there for a little bit. So that's about it from here, so I'll turn it back to you, Doug, K7EME in the group, W7ADF.
Wow, you've been without your tractor for a long time, and that is you'll be out putting in a lot of hours there. You probably got a lot of maintenance. These monsoons, I've got a ton of corral maintenance and just the long driveway and all of that needs to be. But I'm going to wait a little bit longer till the monsoons are gone. Make sure we don't have to do it twice. Anyway. Thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you Tuesday night. And while when you came back there, our friend Serge up in Las Vegas broke in. Serge, KT6KT, how are you doing today, Serge? Up to you.
K7EME from KT6KT. Good morning, Doug. S7 right now, QSB. Have a good day. Good morning, Doug. K7EME from KT6KT.
Excellent. Solid copy. Your S5 to S7 there, Serge. Good conditions this morning. Thank you, as always, for checking in. And remember our live feed on YouTube. You can catch us on YouTube if you're interested in hearing how you sound down here, because we got a good recording from you there. So check it out. You can hear how you came through at my station here. 7-3, Serge. Okay, 7-3s. All right, so that was KT6KT, Serge up in Las Vegas, DX of the morning. Let's see. We're going to go next to KA2KHV, Bill, up in Sun City. Bill, how are you doing today?
This is KA2KHV. Good morning, Doug. Good morning, everyone on net. And I can copy quite a few of you. Not all. I did not copy the stations from Las Vegas. I didn't think that I would. But I'm going to have to give Mike, Mr. NLP, a call and ask him about his microphone. I'm thinking about getting another mic for this radio, other than the Kenwood mic that I'm using, and perhaps maybe. But at any rate, we're doing okay. And I did try to check in last Monday, but I couldn't hear most of the people that were on the Monday night net. But at any rate, just enjoying ham radio in general. So wish everybody 7-3. Have a great week, and we'll try and check into the net on Tuesday night and see if we can do that. But 7-3 to all. I'll be listening here for a little bit, probably having breakfast as well. KA2KHV. Let me turn everything back to net. Thank you, Doug, for taking this net. Back to you.
Okay, Bill, excellent. I do want to comment on how improved your signal is with everything. You're doing a great job, and with all the folks helping you out there as well. And it's great to hear that improvement. You peaked up to 10 over 9, and I remember the first time you checked in, and compare that to now. What a huge difference. All right, let's see. We had George, KD7XP, my neighbor down here in Picture Rocks. So he was in and out, as well as Vince, K7BNE, was in and out. So let's switch over to Mike, KD7UUN in Tucson. And Mike, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, Doug, good morning. KD7UUN here. Nice, quiet, calm morning here this morning. We've not been getting much rain, just a little bit here and there, but humidity's up, and just a little bit, even that helps a lot. So better than the microbursts, that's for sure. Speaking of that, on Wednesday night we had one fairly close by. It didn't actually, the rain didn't actually hit my house, but the wind did. And we were out at the time, so when we got back, all of my chairs off my patio had blown off the patio to the west, and actually even my big gas grill had blown off the patio into the rocks. Never had happened before, so it must have been a really quite a windstorm, pieces of trees laying all over. And I noticed an antenna element laying in my yard, so I thought it was off of my horizontal Yagi, but turns out it was the vertical element off of a VHF vertical that's on top of the Yagi. So even though this isn't the time of year to be doing antenna work, I wanted to get that back on, so I took it down yesterday and couldn't really, it actually broke off, which surprised me, having a stainless steel element like that, with very little wind resistance, it would actually break off. But anyway, I got it back on temporarily, so until I actually ordered another one to replace it, but in the meantime, it's working. So as many people have commented, that's the good thing about ham radio, it always keeps you fixing something. So that's my thoughts for the day. So back to you, Doug, K7EME, KD7, UUM.
Okay, good deal there, Mike. Sounds like you got, part of that storm. I think that was the night I was on the phone with Robert on the back porch, sitting outside, and holy cow, we had a strike that had to be on the property here somewhere. And he was surprised to hear that, and of course I bailed along with the two dogs, and we got inside right away. But anyways, it's been an interesting week with a lot of good rain, and of course the conditions today are excellent, and it's probably thanks in no small part to that all that rain out there. All right, Mike, we'll catch up with you down the road here next week. We had KK7 Bravo Sierra Quebec, Luis, a new station in Catalina, northeast of Tucson, not too far away, on a vertical, and sounds like Luis is new to sideband, and we discussed the advantage of maybe putting up a simple dipole to give him a good 3S unit improvement, so he sounds like maybe he'll be doing that down the road. Look forward to working him again. And again, Luis, welcome to the group. K7CWA, Warren, you are next on the list. Tell us what you've been up to this week.
Yeah, K7EME, K7CWA. Bad timing. Mother Nature's tapping on my shoulder, so I'll keep it short here. But I just mentioned on the upcoming contest, I used to really enjoy that one, but where I'm now, not only do I not have a beam up and other problems like that, but I am right up near the Superstition Mountain, so I'm totally blocked to the east by a nearby mountain. I have a pretty good shot to the west and the southwest, anyhow, but a lot of mountains around here. And just one other final comment. I told you last week about these new HTs that I was working with. And I've got a lot of experience now, and they're really working nice, but I'm still just amazed. 999 memories, and I've just keep put into the memories anything from around here that I could use, and I've got a whole 9 memories filled up, so I'm down to only 990 available. And back to you, K7EME, Doug, K7CWA.
Wow, 999 memories. I certainly could use a few more of those memories. So if you got any extra as I get older, maybe I could borrow some of those memories if you're not using them there. And by the way, you're doing great with that loop. I had you at a solid S8 that time. So Warren, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you next week. Dave, K7SWK, I don't know if you've been able to resolve an issue with your station, but we'll try you. We saved your place just in case. Go ahead if you're copying.
He logged out of NetLogger. I think he's out. Over.
I saw that. Okay, well, I just thought I'd try. We had Steve N7THW in and out of Lakeside Show Low up there in northeast Arizona, and great signal from Steve this morning. And you guys, you wouldn't believe, I saw his antenna a month or so ago at his home up there, buried with all these 80-foot pine trees around. It's amazing he gets out as good as he does up there. What a great setup, and beautiful house with all the pine trees, bears, and everything else. Mike, KD5NLP with a new microphone. Go ahead, Mike. It's your turn. Okay, Mike must be away from his mic. So, WD7R, another Mike. How you doing? Fill us in, and I know your net on Tuesday night here on 2 meters on this frequency, 7 p.m. It will be the swap portion of the net a little bit early at 6:30. So I have some things to list as I am going over to the Flex world there. Over to you, Mike.
Yeah, K7EME and the group, just a quick pause there if anybody needs to jump in. Did you pick up Surge? I can't remember.
I did.
Okay, very good. Yeah, well, good to hear everyone, and good signals this morning. I think the humidity, the thicker air maybe is carrying the signals better, Doug. I don't know, but you're stronger than normal, and I guess I am too, so that's a good thing. But yeah, just we're putting up with the humidity. It's a little cooler, but I guess the trade-off is we got some rain. It seems like last night, and definitely a lot of rain on late Thursday night too. So that was good. Finally, seems like really late, but. Yeah, first of all, my hat's off to Steve there with his daughter going to college. We're in the same boat. Our son's been settled into ASU there for about 2 weeks now, and he's home for the weekend, catching up on sleep and homework, and of course he gets home-cooked meal and he gets his laundry done. So what a deal. Good to have him home. We definitely missed him, and it's an adjustment for sure. Adjusting to the empty nester deal. It's good to keep busy, like Steve said. And Chuck, I hope you have a good trip down there to Chile. Great signal this morning on 2 meters, and I think you might be on 3695 tonight. I can't remember when you leave. Might be tonight or tomorrow down there. So. If I don't get a chance to talk to you tonight, Chuck, 7-3s have a great trip down there, and we'll look forward to getting all the updates when you get back. Be safe and enjoy that. So, and then yes, Doug, on the round table on Tuesday night, we had 15 check-ins last Tuesday. It was quite a record. So I appreciate one and all joining us on Tuesday night. It's been a lot of fun, and getting to know everybody, and we got some new people too, which is awesome. 3695 is also growing, but lately it's been weather challenged. So maybe tonight you can join us there, Doug. I don't think I've heard you in a while on Sunday night, but welcome one and all. And as you said, this upcoming Tuesday will be the roundtable and the swap meet on 144 250 this frequency, about 6:15, 6 o'clock, 6:15, start taking early check-ins and doing the swap meet. I saw you have some stuff for sale there, Doug. Sounds like a good move. You need to make room for your flight simulator stuff there on the radio desk there. So, all right, I've said enough. 7-3s one and all. Have a great day. WD7R back to net. We'll see you tonight.
Wow, Mike, that's a good point. I've been wondering where I'm going to set that monster up, and that is a good point. Yeah, I ordered that multi-band Q5 and going to mate that up with fully automated with the Flex 6400, and going to basically take the station down to one radio instead of 5 different ICOMs here, so I'll be able to cover all the bands up through 1296 off of the Flex. So that's a big change, and great on the empty nesting and all of that good stuff. I know you and Pam are probably enjoying the change, but it's also nice to have the young man back at home. And I bet your dog, excuse me, your cat. Excuse me, I'm thinking of Robert's little guy that you had there. Anyway, the cat probably welcomed him back home. All right, let me swing over toward Mike. We'll pick him up again, KD5NLP. Mike, I'm sorry, I must have been in a null for you. I think this should be better. I'm aimed more at East Phoenix. KD5NLP, go ahead, Mike. Yeah, go ahead and take your turn, and I'll peek up on you.
Yeah, there was a setting I found on the radio. It's set for mid-range now, and there is another setting for to emphasize the lower range if I need to do it. But it was set for too high. It was emphasizing the higher frequency, the higher audio output. And so now I knocked it down halfway. KD5NLP.
Okay, Mike, I have to commend you on your choice because your readability is 1,000% better than with the old mic, and that coupled with the lower equalization to enhance the lower tones made all the difference in the world. All right, did you have anything else for the net?
No, I got up Friday morning and found my lemon tree in my swimming pool. So that was a surprise. But other than that, everything's going fine. As far as this mic, I ordered this in July. I looked at the ticket on it. It was like July 6th or July 7th. And I just got it in day before yesterday. But anyway, you sound good. So I think for a while I'm just going to keep things the way they are, and just read the manual a little bit more. I know there's a couple more settings on there, but like I said, there's one more that I could go lower if I have to. But for now, I think I'll just keep it the way it is. I'll turn it back to you, Doug. KD5NLP.
Okay, Mike. Boy, what a tremendous difference. Solid, easy copy. All right, very good. And I'm sorry about you. And gosh, I don't know. I would be heartbroken if I found my lemon tree uprooted like that. And in the swimming pool to boot. That's double whammy. Okay, thanks for that. And I'm going to have to swing up toward Flagstaff here, and we'll get Lee in here. So Lee, WJ0F, go ahead.
Good morning, Doug. Good morning, the rest of the net. Conditions were better about an hour ago. Been listening for a while, and actually it was a surprise how many people I could hear something, off the back of their beam or something like that. But it was definitely better an hour ago. Anyway, short report here. It is, as I mentioned, I think fall is right around the corner. I felt it this morning, and then I read the area forecast discussion from the Weather Service. They're saying this is about it for the monsoon, at least for the typical steering winds that bring it out of the south. And now we have to wait for troughs to come by to help suck up the moisture. So now we're on what we call frost watch up here. Any time from now until about mid-September, there's always a chance of it dipping into the 30s. I have to start watching the humidity, and if it starts dropping off, it's time to get out the frost covers. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not ready for frost, but I am ready to get out of the heat. It's time, and it always is like that in September around here. And I'm sorry to hear that about the monsoons. Late start, and so I would hope that we'd get at least one or two more storms. But for all of the late start we had, we're pushing 5 inches of rain here at my QTH for the monsoon season. and that at least it's not great, but it's better than it was starting off to be. And yeah, the typical Flagstaff to Tucson QSB, but you're doing excellent and great conditions, as you say, this morning. So with that, thanks for checking in. I will swing back toward Phoenix here, and let's see on the list we've got Grant, WD6CNF. So Grant, I'll swing back over toward you and take it away.
Yeah, K7EME, WD6CNF. Good morning, everyone. I am on the north-facing beam, and the conditions are pretty good. I heard Lee 100%. Normally he's a little weaker, but it was good this morning. And I sure noticed humidity. I went for a walk, and it felt like I was in a sauna. In the high 80s with lots of humidity. Not too much going on the radar front. It's too hot to either work up in the attic or work outside, although I'll rebuild my 6-meter beam as soon as it cools down. I have been on the air a little bit on 20 meters sideband. Got contact with a friend of mine in Modesto, and had a good 25-minute QSO, and then the band just dropped out, so that was kind of weird. But that's how HF contacts goes. They last for about 10, 15 minutes, and then they go out. So I've been doing a little bit of single sideband. 12 meters been good to South America. I was looking at that. Maybe I'll try to get some more foreign countries on 12 meters, so watch out for that. That's been pretty good. So that's all I have for now, and enjoy the Labor Day weekend. K7EME, WD6CNF.
Okay, Grant, very good. Well, you know, until you guys have been mentioning it, I didn't even think about this being the Labor Day weekend. Being retired, and out here in the boonies where I just don't think along those lines much anymore. So yeah, I want to wish everybody a great holiday, which I have not done yet. Anyway, keep up the good work there, and I tell you, you are the king of indoor antennas. It's unbelievable what you do. You're so strong down here with that station. You really perfected that. Anybody that needs any advice on indoor antennas, living in a restricted homeowners area type deal, HOA, talk to Grant. He's got the solutions. Let's switch down to Marana and Ken, W7KZM. Ken, how have you been doing?
Good morning, Doug. K7EME, Whiskey 7KZM. I've noticed a difference in the weather and actually was able to go outside yesterday afternoon and work in my patio. So I'm thrilled. After all the storms, nothing's broken. I'm really happy about that. I have several antennas on the roof and none of them blew away. I'm working on a new radio. I have another Chinese radio, Zygu 6100. It's been around for a couple of years, and I'm playing around with hooking it up to the radios with WenLink and N1MM, and I seem to have it working okay. And I've got my QRP antenna section. I'm putting spar varnish on it so it doesn't melt in the hot sun or get mildew on it. So UV type protection for it. That's the only thing I'm actively doing right now. And anyway, everybody have a nice day. I'm still working with Mike, and I think he's able to read me a little better. He gives me a hint when I'm starting to drool, and I appreciate that very much, and appreciate everybody. And again, everybody have a nice weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Whiskey 7 Kilo Zulu Mike 73.
All right, very good on all of that, Ken. And you're always doing something with those antennas there, and have really getting your station set up there now with the new radio to play with. That's always fun. Having and there are a lot of those radios like the ZU, if I'm saying that correctly, out there that they have the amazing specifications, and it's amazing what they do, and really amazing how they cram that into such a small box. Really real cool stuff out there now. A lot different than 56 years ago when I first got my ham, 57 years when I first got my ham license coming up on. All right, let's see. Let's switch up to Jack up in Mesa, KN7Y, and see how you're doing up there, Jack. Go ahead.
Sudden. Check. Okay, I see what's going on. All of a sudden, I couldn't transmit, but I think it's okay now. Anyway, thanks so much for having me in, the net today. K7EME in the group. This is KN7Y. My name is Jack. I'm located in East Mesa, probably a couple of miles west of Robert. And my SWAT number is 3727. Proud to be a SWAT member. And I want to say thanks to Robert for his time on the phone last week. We talked for a while about my moving into 222 megahertz, and I think we've got a great solution. So I appreciate his time. The second thing I want to mention is I'm an active contester, and I will be in the VHF contest this next weekend. And I'll be around the calling frequency up and down, and I'll be operating 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and also 6 meters, and both single sideband and CW. Certainly can use contacts, and contesting is really, especially in CW, made me just a better operator, and I can read things so much faster these days since I've contested a number of years. So it's always been a great fun. It's really a great time, especially to find out who's on the air and where the grid squares are. So that's a fun time, and appreciate the contacts, by the way. Anyway, the next subject I just want to cover real quickly is this. You mentioned the Superfest coming up. It's in December. I'm a member of the Superstition Amateur Radio Club, and last year it was held at Superstition Springs Mall, which is off of Power Road and the US 60, and it was just south of the US 60, north of the US 60. This year it's going to be held, at least that's the plans are, it's going to be held at Mesa Community College, which is Dobson and the US 60, and it's just MCC is located north of Dobson, and the parking lot is north of the 60. Let me clarify that. MCC is north of the 60 on the east side of Dobson. So anyway, I went to Mesa Community College in the 70s at the University of Arizona, so it's been around for a while. Anyway, that's the plan. And you can always Google Superstition Amateur Radio Club, and it'll take you to their website, and in case there are any changes. In any case, the last thing I want to mention is that I've been constructing a 6-meter 4-element Yagi out of old Finco that my dad had, and in a pile of aluminum. I've separated everything. This is a good-sized pile of aluminum pieces that he had saved over the years. He bought crashed antennas, anything he could get his hands on for inexpensive aluminum pieces, and I have a lot of it. And so I dug out this, what I measured and determined must be a Finco antenna from like the 70s or something like that. But I'm using a book by called Magic Band Antennas, by Bruce Walker, N3 Juliet Oscar. And I've cut the boom already, too late for that. It was 15 feet, but now it's only 7, and I'm just going to be building a 4-element Yagi. I'm in the process of constructing the gamma net for it, so that's been kind of fun. Anyway, thanks for the time, and I'll turn it back to you, Doug, K7EME and the group, and appreciate having me on board here. So it's a great amount of fun. And then after you're turning over to the next operator, I'll probably QRT, and got a couple of things I need to take care of here in the house this morning. Anyway, back to the SWOTnet, and thanks so much, Doug, K7EME in the group. This is Kilo November 7 Yankee 73.
All right, Jack, thanks for all of that, and good luck on the 6-meter Yagi. Doesn't sound like you may have it for the contest coming up, but yeah, you know what you were saying about the contest, and certainly there's not that much activity on CW on these contacts. I'm an old CW guy myself, and it is nice, though. Contests are an excellent way. I use Field Day every year and operate almost 100% CW just to get my mostly I can always read it fine, but it's getting the fingers one with the keyer, the bencher paddles. That always seems to start off, and after a few contacts it gets better. But you gotta use it or lose it. All right, very good. Let's see. Let's move to Troy, WA7ELN over in Oracle. Troy, are you still with us there? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still here. K7EME in the group, WA7ELN. And let's see, we went out this morning and we put the little 222 antenna that we made yesterday out of broken TV antennas, 7-element, and we put it up on a tripod where we could get it away from other metal things out in the yard, and it looks reasonable there on the little VNA. And so anyway, tomorrow we're going to try and put the pipe up on the patio, at the side of the patio, and then sometime this week we will hopefully run some coax to it, and if everything goes well, by Friday night we should be able to be on 222. Anyway, of course, always seems to be other things that get in the way of these projects, but I made a lot of progress yesterday. Basically went from the broken antenna to cutting the elements and drilling holes and making my gamma match, and today I've tested it out. I won't say that it's exactly what it would be if it was an M squared or something like that, but I think it will make a noise on 220 there. So anyway, that's about the only thing of interest for the group. We evidently had a little lightning surge during that storm the other night, and it did one of my devices that I use for my TV camera system lost its memory. Don't know how it did that, but with the lightning storm and the power surges, somehow it seemed to go back to its basic default and lose all its settings. So we got that corrected this morning too. So we've actually done a lot since 6 o'clock here, and made it back here in time for the net. So anyway, that's about all I have from Greater Downtown Oracle here. K7EME in the net, WA7ELN.
Okay, Troy. Greater Downtown Oracle. That's kind of like the suburbs of Picture Rocks. There you go, where I'm at. All right. Well, great on the 222, and that's so that's 2 new stations that Robert's going to have for his 222 net on Fridays. So very good. That is also a very growing net. I know a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when there was only 1 or 2 stations on 222 around, and now there's a whole bunch of us. So that's great to see that band growing and growing. Well, let's see. We got Al recovering from COVID. Al, K7ZYP. I'm so glad that you're back up and running, even if you're not 100%. You sound so much better. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, my little cough got in the way right there real quick. K7ZYP here. Yeah, it's slowly getting better. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be in here earlier this morning, but I overslept. I have been getting up kind of early in the morning there. Anyway, hearing everybody really well this morning. Got a good copy on everybody. I can even hear the station up there in Robert's neck of the woods. I didn't even have my preamp on yet. I forgot to turn it on, so I kicked it on. By golly, I could just about copy the guy. So that was quite interesting. Okay, let's see here. What else is going on? Not much. I've just been sitting around watching TV and trying to get to feeling better. Still don't have much energy. But I can tell that I can tell my body's recovering, because I'm starting to get really, really, really bored. And I haven't done anything with amateur radio, mostly because every time I go to turn the radio on, there's a thunderstorm passing by. Last night was the first night in, I don't know, like 3 weeks or something, we did not have a thunderstorm in the area at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, so which was quite interesting. And then I forgot to turn the radios on because I was listening to the U of A game. So there you go. Anyway, I think that's about enough. Anyway, everybody have a real nice holiday here, and sorry we can't make it camping with everybody. I know Doug told me yesterday about all that he's been up to, and my head about exploded. I couldn't believe all the changes he's making over there. Yeah, I didn't even comment on it, I don't think. But anyway, Doug's busy as usual. And Chuck, you have a good trip. We'll see you when you get back. Troy, I'll be interested in working you on 222. That'll be fun. Heck, Chuck will come back and there'll be nobody on 432 anymore, and you'll wonder where everybody went. But now we won't do that to you, Chuck. Anyway, I think that's about enough nonsense for now. Back to you there, Doug. Kind of good to be back on the air here. K7ZYP, back to net control.
Yeah, it's great to hear you back to your old self again there, Al. What a great deal. It's been a long time. So glad to have you back. And we'll catch up on the air with all of that. And now that the storms are easing off as well, that's going to be a lot easier, because that has been a pain. It'll be nice to be able to leave all the antennas hooked up once again for now that we're winding down the thunderstorm season. Let's see. We had KC7KW. Andy was in and out, and AI1K Jack up there in Chino Valley in and out. So that gets us over to Pete and in Tucson. And Pete, fill us in on what's new with you. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, well, that'll be easy because there ain't a hell of a lot new over here. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. I really it didn't really affect me too much this year. We had a lot of windstorms, but not enough to damage anything. We had a lot of rainstorms, but not enough to wash anything away. So, I just suppose on this was, I'm not surprised about it going away. Yeah, decent monsoon season, I guess. There's a IndyCar race out of Portland today. I'll watch that for a while. Other than that, I don't really have a whole lot planned. Mine keeps quiet. Doug, thanks for calling Annette. We will catch up with you later. Al, it's good to hear you. It's good after that phone call the other night. You sound 100% better. 1060 EPA.
Okay, Pete. Very good. Have a great. I know you enjoy those NASCAR races, and hopefully you'll have a easy day. Enjoy the holiday, and well, like me, they're all holidays. Stand by a sec. Yeah, my voice is starting to wear out here after being on here for a while. Okay, well that we had KT6KT is the last person on the net logger sheet, so he was in and out up there out of Las Vegas. So that gets us to the bottom of the list. So with that, I will make a call for any late check-ins to the Arizona SWOT net.
1060AZ.
Good morning, Jim. N6CAZ, how you doing?
Okay, not too bad here. Whoa, okay, my meter is not showing good SWR. That's interesting. I changed out a bunch of jumpers here and bought a new power meter, did all kinds of other stuff this past week. Yeah, busy week. Wow. I got to spend 4 days up in Phoenix and went through some training there. But the plus side, I got certified and got to stay in a nice Hilton extended stay hotel up there. So that was kind of a nice little break for a few days. And while I was up there, I got to meet Andy, K7KW, and got to see his QTH there. And wow, pretty impressive. Now I understand why he's checking in and checking out. He's got a lot going on over there. But good to see some of the projects and whatnot. And oh my gosh, yeah, he's got like it's almost like the ICOM showcase there. Looks pretty good. So anyway, gosh, with that, I was kind of bored and doing a lot of research on the internet. Found out the company or the guys that make the E-Factor antennas that Robert talks about. Their website still says that they're in the process of moving, but I emailed the guy and he said, "Oh, we're in production. You know, if you want one, it's $120 for the dual band." I'm like, okay. So I might be looking at a loop antenna here pretty soon. Like I said, last week I had some coax while I was at HRO, and so coax probably cost more than the antenna. That stuff's getting expensive. This is not fair. You try to buy the good stuff, and man, it's pricey. So anyway, with all that good stuff going on, yeah, got a nice long weekend here to settle in and maybe get a project or two done. I'd like to get the first one done, which is getting that rotator set up, but we'll see how that goes. The weather's a little cooler. That's a good thing. And, yeah, it looks like the rain's all kind of fizzled out, so don't have to worry about that either. So we're going from that. But let's see. Other than that, that's about it. Kind of settled back in, had 1 day at work, and then got a 3-day weekend, so that's always kind of nice. But with that, good to hear everybody this morning. Everybody's sounding really good. Noise levels are nice and low. I was able to hear Mike up there in the Phoenix area. He sounded really good. Usually I can only hear him on HF, so that's just pretty good. Everybody sounded really good this morning. So with that, we'll turn it back to you, N6CAZ.
Very good, Jim. Well, I'm glad you got the new training and all up and running on that. and had at least a little break. What'd you do with your doggies while you were gone?
There's a local service here called Just for Paws. It's kind of like Rover. They come by your house and they'll take them for a walk and feed them and all that kind of good stuff, play with them for like a half hour at a time. So she came by early in the morning and would open the dog door and feed them and stuff like that, and then come back in the evening and close the dog door and bring them in for the night. So kind of peace of mind that they weren't out barking at the neighbors at all hours and stuff like that was kind of nice. But that stuff adds up. And fortunately, the per diem I got for being up, out of town and everything, paid for the dog sitter. I mean, it covered it. It wasn't designed to pay for it, but it was at least peace of mind knowing that they were taken care of and stuff like that, and didn't have to worry about them.
Yeah, that's always important. I mean, you don't realize how you're kind of bound to home when you have these cats. They can kind of take care of themselves a little bit, but dogs, they need that TLC and all of that. And with the donkeys that we have here, we fortunately in our case we have a nephew that comes over and house sits and takes care of the 2 feedings a day outside with the donkeys and water and looks after the yard, makes sure nothing is needing water and that sort of thing. So that's nice. But yeah, I didn't know they had a service like that. So that's a cool thing. Well, welcome back, and I'm glad everything went well this week and a safe trip up to the big city and back. So we'll catch you later there, Jim. You have a good one, and just for something to file in the file cabinet there. Hamfests are great places to find LMR 400, and usually pretty darn cheap. So buying it new, as long as you get a piece that's in decent shape, it is a lot cheaper than getting it new. Because coax are getting pricey, especially hardline. Anyways, catch you later, Jim. Anybody else out there wishing to check in? Final check-ins. Nothing heard, so with that, we'll shut down the net. And thank you, one and all. It was a great net this morning, great conditions. Have a great Labor Day, and we'll be stopping the live stream and closing the net. 7-3s, one and all.